Do you have a packaged food or drink idea and you're wondering if this is ever going to happen, if you're ever going to actually have a real product to sell, and will it be successful? For the best packaged food business advice, please subscribe to this channel, Food Business Success, by clicking below, and also click on the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. Seemed like last fall I had a lot of clients and students in the same place. They were all getting really discouraged by how long it was taking. There was a lot of hurry up and wait, and they're in what I call the river of misery, where you're just like, is this actually going to happen? Am I going to actually have a product at some point that I can sell? So if this is you, I want you to know that you are not alone, and if you stick with it, if you keep taking action, you will have a real product eventually that you can sell. It will be a real business, I promise. Hey there, I'm Sari Kimbell. I am the creator of Food Business Success, and I have helped hundreds of packaged food business entrepreneurs start, launch their product, or scale up their product to go into farmers markets, to get on grocery store shelves, or go online and become a profitable, successful business. So this last month has been so fun as I have gotten to see projects actually come to life and see products manifest themselves as real packaged physical goods. And it's been so fun to see my clients so excited and to get product from them that I would love to share with you here. I thought it'd be really fun to do a video series on some client success stories and share with you not only their product but some key takeaways and learnings from each of their very unique business models. Also, be sure to check out my other videos on this channel, including should you start that packaged food business, which will give you a great foundation of what to expect when you start this food business idea. I would love for you to comment below and let me know what your food or drink business idea is. Love to hear what everyone is making. Okay, so the first client I want to highlight, I met Allie and Matt back in late summer last year, and they have a great product that were our keto-friendly mug cakes. So these are products that you mix with oil and egg or butter, and you put the powder that they sell into a mug, pop it in the microwave, and then you have this delicious sweet treat that you don't have to feel guilty about, especially if you are following a keto protocol. So originally they started their business online, and they're only about a year old, a little bit longer than a year. They launched online on their own website and on Amazon. And originally the brand is called Primal Noms. So I'll hold up, this is their original packaging. So when I met them, they were still Primal Noms. And what they realized though is that their customers, while they had gotten a ton of traction in that first year and really by all accounts were very successful, the name Primal Noms just wasn't resonating the way that they wanted to, especially with their target customer. So they realized that their target customer are women, and Primal Noms just felt a little too masculine, a little too on the paleo side, and really they're keto products. So they wanted to rebrand under a new name, and so I thought it was really great that they actually did a contest and asked their customers to submit names. So the winner was Sweet Logic, and so when I met them, they were still Primal Noms, and they wanted to start getting into grocery stores as they made the big transition to Sweet Logic. So I do have the new product. I just got it yesterday in the mail. It just launched this week, which is so fun and exciting to finally get the product. So this is their new packaging. And you can see they have 4 flavors, and I just love the detail on each one of these and the uniqueness, but they all feel really cohesive and they match together. And of course, my favorite, triple chocolate. So a couple of things, I think, great takeaways on this. Of course, it definitely took longer than they hoped. I think we were hoping to launch early January, and it's now the end of February, so took a couple of months longer. So it always takes longer than you think it will. But when we first met, one of the areas that I was helping them out with was they were working with a graphic artist who I believe was a family member or friend of theirs who was good. And she had put together some assets for them, some logo ideas. But as we really looked through it, there was just something missing. It just wasn't quite leveling up, really taking their brand to the next level. And so we decided, they made the hard call to not go with her and to find a new graphic artist. And I am so glad that they went with someone who I work with all the time. He's one of my favorite graphic artists, Christopher McLaughlin of Tenfold. And he specializes in CPG, consumer packaged good product labeling, as well as branding, logos, that kind of thing. So you can see on here, I mean, I think he just did such a fantastic job really up-leveling this, this package. We're calling out, and so we made choices together. Another reason why I love working with Christopher is he and I work really great together to really hone that marketing message, but then of course make sure that the label is FDA compliant. So we called out some of the most important things: the keto friendly, naturally sweetened, ready in 3 minutes. We have the new logo. The imagery is beautiful, as well as the unique detailing on each package. And then we're also calling out the most important things for our customer: the 0 added sugar, 3 grams net carbs, gluten-free. So that's the front, really visually appealing. I always talk about the 3 C's, especially when you're on a grocery store shelf, that you need to be able to captivate your customer first. So I think a product like this is really eye-catching, really attention-getting. Then you need to connect with them, and that's what the whole front, some of this language on the front is, but then also on the back. So we're connecting, like, we want the customer to pick this product up first and actually want to read it and look at it, and then we want to tell them more about the product. So this talks about how you make it, what kind of sugar they use, and they don't use sugar alcohols, how they get their, their net carbs. Of course, it has like the barcode and the nutrition label in the correct format and the correct size. So super important. So the other thing that they did, which I think is brilliant, they created a case box for this. So it's a display box that will also house 10 of these packages. So that's how they're going to sell as they move into retail stores. They really had to think through, like, this works great online just as is. But on a store shelf, how is a store going to put this on their shelf, right? It's not its own stand-up pouch. So they created a case that has perforated lines. You take that off, and then it becomes its own display case on a shelf. And the whole box is also in the same look and feel. So really excited to see how that turns out. I think these are going to be such a hit on grocery store shelves, and it's really going to help them up-level their brand into being much more professional, something that they can really launch across the United States. And I think it's really going to help their e-commerce business as well. I mean, these just really stand out on an Amazon profile, and so they're in the middle of changing over all of their photography and everything. So some takeaways, lessons. I mean, Allie and Matt are a pleasure to work with. They're so dedicated to this business, and yes, they're only a year in. They do make their own product, so they work out of a commissary kitchen here in Denver, and they do all of their own packaging. They've figured out all of their own formulations. They have a relatively low-risk product, so food safety wasn't a super huge issue. They were able to get their licenses relatively easily, but they really have this fantastic production process and system where they make a ton of these in a short amount of time. Allie works at this business full-time. Matt is working at his own job full-time, helping to support the business. But they have huge dreams and goals for this, and I cannot wait to see how they do and what they're going to do this year in 2020. One of the things I've really seen an improvement as we've worked together is their emails have just gotten so much crisper and more professional. And one thing I really encouraged Allie to do is really include a lot more faces, a lot more people enjoying the product, as well as including them and pictures of them and their own story about seeking out a sweet treat as they started doing the keto diet. So love that they've leveled up and cannot wait to see what they do this year. So if you are ready to start your food brand and you are looking for ways to get there faster, to flatten your learning curve and not waste any more time and money and headaches and confusion and discouragement, I invite you to download my free business checklist, the startup checklist that's below. And this is a great tool to use so you really knock out every single thing that you need to be doing. You probably don't know what you don't know at this point as you're starting your business. So grab that checklist. You can also head over to foodbizsuccess.com. I have a ton of resources over there, as well as mini courses, my Farmers Market Jumpstart course, and my full 21-week accelerator program. So take a look at all of the great resources over there. I want to provide as much as I can to help you be successful and start a profitable food business. Let me know what other questions you have in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to the Food Business Success channel. And together, let's make your food business real.